What's up, YouTube? This is Mathos97, and welcome back to another episode of Smackdown vs. Raw 2008 General Manager Mode. This is episode number 35, and look at this. ECW put on one hell of a show, 4.5 stars in that main event matchup, so that's looking good. But not so much in the ratings right now. We're still behind Raw, but hopefully we can do something heading into Survivor Series that will permanently put us in second place, because we got screwed out of second place by Monday Night Raw with, them getting 3 weeks in a row 4.5 star shows. That was ridiculous. But I think the times are a-changin'. We'll have to see if that is the case. Let's go ahead, of course. Here's what we got cooking if you're new around here. Those are our rivalries and stuff. There's our ECW champion, Sabu, who defeated Batista in a steel cage matchup last week, I believe it was, or was it 2 episodes? I'm pretty sure it was last week. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look here. We got a tag team matchup here. 6-man tag, CM Punk, HBK, Randy Orton versus the Hardy Boys and Edge, just sort of mixing together some rivalries there. Mark Henry goes one-on-one with Elijah Burke, and the main event is a hardcore matchup, this time featuring the debut of Sandman as he takes on Terry Funk. Triple H defeats Johnny Nitro there, so another superstar Johnny Nitro cannot overcome. But look at this. Mr. Kennedy and Chris Masters, another victory, this time over Undertaker and Batista, and Burke defeats Mark Henry. Wow. But yeah, we know that last week it was Elijah Burke versus Johnny Nitro. Nitro got the win, but Mark Henry was in his corner. That kind of led to that matchup. And then for the tag team match, it was Undertaker in a handicap match against the 2 superstars who we know we're going to be facing off with their careers on ECW, or careers in ECW, on the line. And that's another victory for Chris Masters and Mr. Kennedy. I mean, Taker, he had some help in the Animal Batista this time, but Chris Masters and Mr. Kennedy managed to get the victory there. So that's a pretty big win for the 2 superstars who will be competing. Hopefully we can get 2 matches and we can get those 2 to compete at Survivor Series with their careers on the line. If not, we might save it for the show afterwards. I'm actually thinking we might do that even if I don't know, because I think I might have put, like, sometimes it'll carry over into the next episode of ECW. Those kind of feuds will carry through the pay-per-view. And with, like, those 2, I don't know if their popularity is going to be high enough to get a big rating. So I know whatever our main event is going to be, it's going to get us probably a 5-star, because it's going to incorporate some feuds and stuff. I did ask the question in the last episode, what should I do regarding that matchup? Say if we only get 1 match at Survivor Series, if we don't pass Raw and we only get 1 match, what should that be? Regarding the feuds I got going, the ECW Championship, what should I do? And I did get a suggestion to do a 6-man battle royal. I don't have the comment up right now, so I'm kind of just trying to remember off the top of my head, but I believe they suggested Terry Funk, Mick Foley, Sabu, Batista, Orton, and Edge in a 6-man battle royal, which doesn't sound that bad. I don't know, next episode I was thinking, like, maybe, because we know Sandman just debuted, but he's not quite ready for an ECW Championship match yet. But I'm thinking, now this may be a good idea, this might be a terrible idea. I don't know what it's going to do for the ratings, but I was thinking maybe next episode we do, like, a tag team themed match card. I actually haven't recorded it yet. I know usually I'm a couple of episodes ahead on this series, but wait a minute. Punk connects with a version of, well, the earlier version of what was known, or what is now known as the Broski Boot, but connecting right to the face of Jeff Hardy. Well, I forget what it's just like the face wash or something. I don't remember what it is, but driving that knee right into the face. But like I was saying, that might not be, I don't know what that's going to do for the ratings. I mean, obviously I'm going to throw in some stipulation matches and things like that, but, do a tag team theme show. It's mixing it up a little bit, something unique and different to try to spice up this GM mode. But yeah, like I was saying, normally I record it, normally I'm an episode or 2 ahead because I record it in sessions, but lately I've kind of just been taking it an episode at a time, because I personally, I was starting to lose some interest in this GM mode because, you know, in the beginning I was like, oh, this is gonna be a series where, you know, like the viewer, get to interact more, and what the hell happened with that? I don't know. I never went through with it. And because of that, you know, GM mode, for me, I thought it was just kind of hitting a point where, you know, things were getting a little bit repetitive, or, like, I don't know, I just wasn't finding as much interest in the series. This one, it's a bit more of a simulation, like, not simulation style, but it's not nearly as self-controlled as my Universe mode is, because that one, Universe, man, I'm like a month ahead on almost. I think I've almost got to Survivor Series already, and that series isn't meant to be interactive. That series is, I have storylines, I have ideas planned, and I plan to carry them out, which is why I record things ahead of time, just in case, depending on how much editing time those videos will require, especially with something like the No Way Out pay-per-view, because, I mean, I'm so great, I've got this whole unofficial uploading schedule, but I know that this video is going to be up on Tuesday, and the No Way Out pay-per-view will have been uploaded on Sunday. But yeah, that video took, I mean, when, like, those pay-per-view videos take a long time to render because my laptop is slow, and I think it took like 30 hours or something to upload, or to render, and that's thinking I have to do that twice because I render it once with like all the edits and stuff on the video so that I can do the commentary and it won't lag on my computer. And I mean, that works a lot better because originally I would get, my audio would get all messed up and it gets real deep and stuff all the time. And that was part of it because it was such a big file. And for a while it had been working, but now I'm kind of just, if I ever, like if my computer just turns on or something, like if it hasn't been on for all that long, it is a bit slow itself. So, I mean, I don't know. There's nothing really I can do about that. I've come to just basically accept it whenever it happens. I mean, I don't know. I never like it when my audio just like cuts out and then I'm all like super deep voice. But I mean, hey, I guess, I don't know. Some of you might find it funny. I don't know. But that's not the point of the video. I mean, it's supposed to have good commentary and all that good jazz. But I mean, really, something like that, it doesn't. It's not like the video. Like, as long as the gameplay itself is not like laggy and pixelated and all that kind of thing, I think the videos are good as long as I can just provide an entertaining commentary, because that's what I'm here for. I'm here to entertain the masses, the unwashed masses. I'm not Damien Sandow. Anyway, that's a bit more of my little rant thing, or not rant, ramble. I was rambling, that's what it was. But I tend to do that in these GM mode videos where the gameplay isn't all that exciting, and I'm pretty sure that's not, I mean, you guys aren't here for the gameplay. You're just here to see, you know, just to interact and stuff. So leave some comments if you've got like any sort of suggestions for feuds. I did that for a while, as HBK just took out CM Punk there. But I did that for a while, like I would get suggestions for feuds, and then people just stopped commenting videos. Nice famous serve from HBK. Yeah, people stopped commenting videos. They're sending me videos with their, no. Jeez, I can't, I'm not on the right mindset here, but I mean, like I was saying, anyway, HBK with a super kick to the face with Jeff Hardy there. That's 2 and 3. The team of HBK, CM Punk, and Randy Orton gets the victories. This was just sort of a mix of the feuds we got going between the mini feud that we have between Punk, HBK, and the Hardy Boys, and then of course the one between Edge and Randy Orton. But like I was saying, feel free to leave any suggestions down in the comment section, any feuds you want to see. There really is only one thing that I have planned, and that's the whole, like, I have an idea to do some sort of feud between these 4 men right here now, between Terry Funk, Sandman, Sabu, and Mick Foley. But really, that's the only thing that I have like planned. And even with something like this, if you've got any suggestions for, oh, you know, next week I want to see, you know, a tables match between Sandman and Mick Foley or something like that, feel free to leave those kind of suggestions, because I know I've said this a lot, but now I'm really at the point where, okay, I mean, the pace of the series has been pretty slow anyway. I have a little schedule going, which is, I try to stick by. Doesn't always happen, but usually with GM mode, I like to get it, like, every 5 uploads. I know that sounds a bit weird, but then, you know, like, if you look at if you click the little button that has, like, my channel name at the bottom, if you're not on mobile or something, and then when it loads up the little YouTube page, you'll see, like, it just makes a nice little column there. That's just, I don't know why, that's just kind of been the way that I've tried to upload this series, and that usually means it's about, like, every 10 days, because I upload every other day. Yeah, I know, I've got this all planned out, because I'm a strategic uploader. But, yeah, with this series, I'm willing to slow down, like, the uploading on the videos, if that means you guys, or gals, whoever's viewing my video. But if you viewers are willing to leave suggestions and that sort of thing to make this a bit more of an interactive series, I'm willing to slow down the production if necessary. And I mean, I don't really think I need to slow down the production or anything like that. I mean, I don't know. I mean, this is a pretty slow-paced series anyway. So depending on, like, what day of the week it'd be uploaded or something, because I like to record on the weekends. So usually I have homework or something that I'm dealing with during the week, and I don't play my PlayStation all that much. I usually just, like, watch YouTube and do other things that aren't recording gameplay. But I mean, I don't know, if you guys want to make this more of an interactive series, feel free. I can't stress this enough. Feel free to leave some comments, any sort of feuds you want to see, anything that would make the series more entertaining to you, the viewer. But anyway, I feel like I've talked about that subject enough. And because this is the next Tuesday, I also want to apologize with the whole promo videos for No Way Out, because I mean, I know that was a whole issue. At the time I'm doing this commentary, it is Tuesday the 6th, so it is actually a week in advance that I'm doing this commentary. But that's also kind of a reason why this series tends to be pre-recorded before I can get suggestions, is because I'll even record commentaries in advance, because I have this, like, mindset where it's ever like, oh, if I'm sick or I don't feel like doing a commentary one day, it's like, hey, well, if I have this already recorded, then, you know, then I'm all set, and then I end up not getting sick, or I still feel like doing commentaries anyway, and then I just get this stockpile of footage and all that jazz. But whoa, what a concerto shot there from Sandman, sandwiching Terry Funk's head in between the steel chairs. Of course, this is Sandman's debut matchup, and now he's just looking to dissect Terry Funk, going right after the head here. Now has it wrapped up in that chair. Oh, big kick by the Sandman. That's one mechanic I miss in the newer games. I mean, they still have it. You can line up the chairs, but without those, like, camera angle cuts and that sort of thing, it's just not the same. It doesn't look as impactful as it is here. Sandman, he's looking to do it again. Has the second chair, and there's another concerto, really trying to give, potentially try to give Sabu a concussion here. Just really working on the head of Terry Funk. Or, why did I say Sabu? That's Terry Funk. My mistake. But we know that Sabu and Terry Funk are in a feud, which is why we've been getting these sort of hardcore matches in the past 2 episodes, this one and the last one. But yeah, I said about the promo videos, the whole thing, the Undertaker John Cena one originally got hit with copyright because I used the song titled Badass by Saliva, which was a copyrighted song. I got careless, I'll say that flat out. I posted that in the video description thing, and eventually I just figured, you know what, I need to just take this down, because some people, I got a comment that someone in Australia couldn't view it, and I've said before, like, those sort of promo videos aren't about, you know, being, you know, me monetizing them and everything. Those videos were more so just, you know, if I thought there was a good song that worked, I would use it. But ultimately, I would want it to be available to everyone. So even if it's just like a third-party claim, but everyone can still view it, then that's okay with me. But, you know, I tried to do that, and it wasn't available on mobile either. And I got that comment about people in Australia couldn't view the video, so I just said, okay, I'm not going to play this game anymore. Just to make sure that everybody will be able to see all these videos in the future, I'm going to use non-copyrighted songs. And luckily, I found the channel on YouTube that uploads that sort of thing. And I don't know. I think my friend Brendan plays on YouTube. I think that might be his secret source as well for copyrighted music. So I hope we don't. If that is the case, I hope we don't like start taking each other's songs. That'd be weird. But I mean, I don't know. That might be true. That might just be me speculating and all that stuff. But anyway, that's enough about that video. One more topic I had for this video. I know I've got all these topics planned. It's almost like I planned it. I don't even know. That was a terrible transition. But also, the Extreme Rules pay-per-view was last Sunday, and oh my, Sandman went for a crossbody. Mick Foley just stepped out of the way. But anyway, the Extreme Rules pay-per-view was last Sunday, and I loved it. I thought it was a really good pay-per-view. Obviously, I don't know. I'm not even going to compare it to WrestleMania, but I thought it was a really good pay-per-view. The only thing that, the only match that wasn't good, was John Cena versus Bray Wyatt in the steel cage. I thought the match was terrible, to be honest. I mean, they just kind of completely forgot about the story, just kind of threw it out the window. But I mean, in looking at it in a different way, I guess the whole point of the cage match, the whole build-up to it was to try to contain, you know, the Wyatt family's message. And that's why I understand why Bray Wyatt had to escape the steel cage. But the matchup just became all about John Cena, with him, you know, attacking the Wyatts and all that stuff. The Wyatt family got in the cage, and Bray Wyatt couldn't get a lick of offense in those past, like, 5 minutes or whatever. It was Cena just kind of destroying everything, not being able to escape the cage. But I thought the finish of the matchup made up for it 100%. I actually thought Extreme Rules was a really good pay-per-view. If you don't follow me on Twitter, I said that on Twitter. I gave the pay-per-view rating 8 out of 10. Maybe even an 8.5, and thinking about it now. I don't know, but to me, like, anything below a 7 is not good for a pay-per-view. Like, on a scale of 1 to 10 in my rating system, not like, you might not even care about this topic if, you know, some of the viewers. But if you still listen to the video, we see Sandman taking Terry Funk out on that announce table, and it is over. Sandman defeats Terry Funk. But the Extreme Rules pay-per-view, that was my only issue with it, the matchup. But I thought the finish made up for it 100%. That little kid with the deep voice singing, "He's got the whole world." And yeah, that was a really good ending to the matchup. I thought that was pretty good. The Dana Bryan Kane matchup seemed a bit, you know, unusual. But that spot with the diving headbutt off the forklift, I thought that was amazing. Of course, Shield and Evolution was amazing. It was awesome. It was a great matchup, as is expected when you get the Shield in the ring. And everything else was pretty good as well. Not really anything coming to mind. Those were the main points I wanted to touch on. But let's go ahead and take a look here. We got a 4-star overall show rating. You take a look at the matchups. 4.5-star main event. Once again, that is great. Let's go ahead and take a look at SmackDown. Only a 3-star! Yeah! Yes, that's what I'm talking about. The first 2 matches, they did not have 2 matches. And the main event was a 4-star. So, that's good. We really needed that. And Raw get a 4-star, so, This one, yeah, they didn't even have a 4-star match. I think that is a 3.5-star show. I don't really think it's a 4-star. But that's okay. We can still kind of keep up with Raw. Let's take a look at the ratings. Actually, what am I talking about? This is WWE.com. Fan change SmackDown minus 180,000. And we got match of the week for the 2nd week in a row. That is fantastic. Yes! We're in 2nd place. That is also fantastic. That's fantabulistic. That is amazing. That is good. So good. Chavo Guerrero is WWE Champion. What the heck? But anyway, that was the episode. I hope you all enjoyed the video. I hope you're all enjoying the series so far. Make sure to stay tuned for the next one. Let me know what you think in the comments section below about, you know, my whole tag team, a whole match card of tag team matches. If you think that's a good idea, or if you think it's not the case, and if you've got any match suggestions of your own, be sure to leave them down in the comment section below. As always, thank you all for watching, and as always, I said that twice, keep on YouTubing.